Oh, you actually put in Nemesis.
Yeah, oh yeah, I did that intentionally this time around. Alright, welcome back to Let's Play Ace Combat X. It's time to end this.
We've advanced within striking distance of Archelon Fortress. Fenrir, the whole reason they started this war is being made right here on this base. It's our duty to wipe this base clear off the map. The HPM has been transported to Archelon Fortress from Cobalt Cave, and it appears it has already been fitted to Fenrir. The weapon works by emitting microwaves from both Fenrir and Archelon Fortress to create an overlapping field effect, detonating all fuel caught in between. Fly too slow for too long, and you'll be tracked by the targeting system. If you don't escape quickly, your fuel tank will explode. Thankfully, the targeting system has been impaired by the destruction of the satellite targeting facility at Cobalt Cave. Even with the targeting system impaired, the HPM still poses a threat. Be careful. We've also received intel that the Archelon Fortress is equipped with the same type of shock cannon employed on the Gleipnir. Sir, we've succeeded in freeing Aurelia. The war should have already been over for us. But someone has to put an end to this. Just make sure you come back alive.
Oh yeah, I know, like, it's weird the way that they break up lines sometimes in the briefing. But yeah, basically, okay, welcome to Microwaves Don't Work That Way, the mission.
I mean, plasma balls. Like,
Oh yeah, like, I keep saying that, like, Ace Combat X has a very abusive relationship with science, and this is probably about as abusive as it gets.
Well, you gotta talk about the upside-down Gleipnir if you want to talk about the most abusive.
Oh god, yeah. But also, just here's the alternate paint schemes that I've unlocked, both through taking out the named Ace in 14B and just a bit of grinding, and like I mentioned in the 14B video, the paint scheme for the F-22B technically has the ISAP color scheme to it, but again, because this is an HD texture package that just uses straight PNGs, I just put all the regular ISAP iconography on it the hard way.
As I wrote down the words that would reveal the truth to the world, I couldn't help but feel uneasy. It said that the only true winners in any war are those who achieve what they intended. Diego Navarro had left Aurelia's capital in defeat, yet his goal of increasing arms exports had been achieved. It seemed as though he may be the true victor in this war. After returning to his homeland, it appears that he now plans to unveil the ultimate weapon before his countrymen. Satellite images of the Archelon Fortress will provide the backdrop for his speech to the world. Such audacity must come from his confidence in this ultimate weapon, Fenrir. There's no such thing as a foolproof plan, I whispered to myself as I watched the sun slowly wheel across the sky overhead. Even the country's hero, still in the heat of battle, hadn't returned home for the celebration of victory. The Southern Cross will ensure Navarro's plan ends in failure. Ain't that right?
Yeah, Matt Mercer did come back, I forgot. They got him back for Assault Horizon and Infinity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but both of those were after X, so yeah, they could have gotten him for X.
Lol, Namco.
Yeah, now I'm actually a little annoyed.
Our mission will be to wipe Fenrir and its production facility, Archelon Fortress, off the map.
That's right. The war ends here.
This is Aquila 1. Roger that.
I won't be able to rest until we take out Navarro.
What the?
Also, yeah, you can very easily tell which planes are the NPC units and which one is you.
Yeah.
Aquila 1 suddenly
So here's a funny thing, the emulator kind of messes with the HPM effect.
Really?
Yeah, if you play on the original PSP hardware, it does actually look more like a ball of electricity and energy. But here, it kind of looks like a purple hexagon of, like, just flying through the sky.
Oh god. Because, like, I think, like, like, there'll definitely be a couple of shots here where the thing is chasing me around, so we'll get a mildly decent view of it, but I thought it looked kind of ball-shaped when I was doing it with the emulator.
No, if you notice that intro where Keelan gets shot down, yeah.
Oh.
And that's the best way to tell, like, is it original hardware or is it emulator? Well, it looks like a weird purple, like, virus or cell or something.
Oh god. Because, yeah, like, I know for a fact that cutscene is in fact, like, live rendered because, like, again, like, I did a bit of tweaking with the textures there where, like, I put the Grippus emblem on what is effectively just a blank, like, NPC, level, like, F-22 Raptor skin. So, like, if that was pre-rendered, that wouldn't have shown up at all.
No,
so.
yeah. A lot of the, between mission, like, starting mission or ending mission, like, a lot of them are, in the engine, not pre-rendered. Which is something that's always been, cool to see with the PSP games.
Yeah, but the emulator in particular has been, like, really interesting for just, like, seeing, like, not so much, like, the holes, but, like, the seams of, like, where the game sort of, like, pieces itself together, because, oh yeah, here comes the microwave bullshit.
Yeah, so, well, like, yeah, some of those textures just... I don't know what it is about the emulator, but, they get smoothed out. And it's not the texture pack, the HD texture pack or anything, it's just how the emulator is. I don't know.
Because, like, yeah, the one that I always find the most fascinating is what it does with the Gleipnir and, like, its cloak bubble.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, the cloak is an actual texture bubble that wraps around the Gleipnir model, because, again, I found that out kind of the hard way, where, like, just screwing around with, like, the emulator settings just broke the transparency effect on it, so, like, it turned it into just, like, this weird, like, static object.
Exactly.
So
That's how it used to look in all versions of the emulator. There was no way to fix that. It wasn't until, like, maybe a couple of years ago that they fixed that, so it actually was transparent.
Ah, so then, yeah, that explains it, because, like, when I saw it, like, it was, like, years and years and years ago when I was just sort of dabbling with the idea of,
yeah,
okay, can I, like, actually even LP this game for this project or not?
you could. It'd be obvious where the Gleipnir is.
It's like, I can't seem to find it. Where did it go? Just giant, massive static out there in the draw distance fog.
The true super weapon we didn't expect.
If only you could find a way to, like, colorize the static, just, like, make it into a fucking rave machine.
I hate how you're getting some lucky hits with those XMAAs. Like, you got one hit on the Fenrir just now, and you got, at the start, I think you shot down an SMTD.
Oh, I figured the game kind of owes me at this point, because, like, I have just been, like, absolutely terrible at landing hits on, like, anything else up to this point, so...
Well, I always run the QAM here, because I can't, like... XMAA never works for me, and standard missiles, it's hard to get a shot.
Well, I know, I saw that that GIF that, like, Tuga tweeted at you about just the wyvern doing, like, that little dippy thing with its wings in the ending cutscene.
Was that friendly flying on the ground there?
Possibly. I know there's...
The enemies do that in this game. I mean,
yeah,
it's just an Ace Combat
like,
thing, but...
Like, yeah, like, see, like, that Fenrir there...
That's weird. Now, that's something I've noticed. The Fenrirs like to hug the ground here. I don't know why.
Like,
something about the dogfighting and the AI, like, they just... Like, regardless of the fact that Ace Combat, they just tend to fly on the ground anyway. But here specifically, like, they like to fly close to the fortress. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah, no, like I said, I don't know if I get, like, any actual, like, footage of it, or if it's in a scrap run that I screwed up, but, yeah, there's a couple of, definitely enemy planes that just, they go under the shock cannon and they just kind of stay there for like a solid minute. So it's like, yeah, like collision physics are just more kind of a suggestion for enemies in the game, but for you they're a hard rule.
More of a guideline than an actual rule.
And like, I'm kind of annoyed that was like...
Oh, no. You want to talk about annoyed? I just saw you 2 XMAA of Fenrir, and I'm pissed.
It's a thing of beauty when it works.
It is, but it should not... Okay, wow. I don't know if you realize you're still on XMAAs there, because you don't fire them close range.
Oh yeah, no, there's a lot of just me being completely in the zone and not realizing what I'm armed with, so...
Yeah, you saw it there. Like, it's just a hexagon shape in the center, but it's not like that on the original hardware.
Jeez, because, like, I'm gonna confess I've never actually got, like, past Icebound on original PSP hardware, so, like, effectively, like, 95% of my experience with this game has been through emulator. And
100% of mine, because I never owned a PSP.
Really?
No, I never played X or Joint Assault on PSP. Always through emulator.
Huh. Because, yeah, no, I've still got, like, the UMD, like, that I bought for, like, X, like, way back in, like, probably, like, 2010, or probably even earlier than that. So, like I said, like, I've had, like, kind of minimal experience with it on PSP, but, like, yeah, no, basically, like, effectively, like, all my experience with it up to this point has just been for emulator and for the purpose of this LP entirely, really.
I just noticed there's a tiny Aurelian emblem on the underside of the F-22 there. I never noticed that before.
Oh yeah, no, like, I've found, like, just so much stuff just, like, digging through, like, the HD package and, like, just seeing the textures and everything, but, actually, I think,
Oh! You kinda ate that one there.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, no, I think actually that, like, this skin is based on, like, not the skin that shows up in Ace Combat X, but the DLC version for Ace Combat 6, and now as of the last update for Ace Combat 7 as well. So yeah, no, I don't think most of these details were present on, like, the original stock F-22 skin for X.
Oh, good point, yeah. 6 did add a couple details.
Looks like the Southern Cross was the real monster. We've got no choice.
I don't like that the briefing spoils the shock cannon. Because the other briefing for End of Deception 2 doesn't spoil the tunnel run.
Something on top of it.
This is one of my absolutely favorite tracks.
And, like, it only shows up here just for a very brief, like, portion, especially, like, if you just fly in and jump the shock cannon immediately.
Shot cannon firing preparations complete.
Like, there's a lot of low-key bangers on the X soundtrack, I gotta admit.
Not even low-key. There's a lot of high-key bangers. And it is definitely an underrated soundtrack, and I wish that they would officially release it, but it might be way too late now.
Oh god, yeah, at this point, like, unless they do, like, something like they did, like, with the Armored Core soundtracks, like, a couple years ago, where they just put out, like, a whole box set of just everything.
That would be awesome, because the original soundtracks, the PS2 ones, they haven't seen a re-release, just digital.
Yeah,
and they
I
stopped
know
those digital ones, actually. They haven't released any new digital soundtracks in a while.
Yeah, because I know, like, they're all up on, like, iTunes, I think, but,
Some.
Oh, yeah?
They used to be on iTunes. Now they've released them on, like, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Music, but they haven't gone through the whole series yet. The last one that they released, I think, was 5, and we're still missing a bunch of them. And 5 was really badly flawed. I don't know if they've updated it, but some of those tracks were real bad. Like, I don't know what happened to the cuts, but no, I would love to see, like, a whole physical re-release of all of the soundtracks again. And please, X, please.
Well, I want, like, high-quality releases of, like, the exclusive tracks that they did for Electrosphere, like the mission briefing and the end cutscene track that they added for like the NTSC release. Because those ones are like really good, and it's just a shame that like you can only basically just find them on like YouTube now.
Yeah. Which I appreciate that Bandai Namco doesn't take those down. Oh god. Wait.
Just, oh shit, oh god, oh fuck.
You
Well,
lucky
no,
bastard.
Yeah, no, it's okay, we're fine, we're good.
Wow.
Oh, I totally thought I was dead at that point, yeah.
You should have been. You did not deserve that. Wow. I was thinking, like, you're getting greedy. Are we sure this is a completion run?
No, the game is finally taking pity on me for being such an asshole to me over the course of the entire run I've had at it.
Yeah, you notice it in the fire effects too. Like, you see the smooth edges on, like, each of the individual textures.
The fortress has really been destroyed! He was able to fly his way through those shockwaves. Incredible! You've done it, Grievous 1! I knew our ace could do it. That's the Southern Cross for you!
God, yeah, like, that's another thing that I've kind of noticed over the course of this game is, like, I know, like, it's par for the course for, like, Ace Combats to just, like, hero worship their protagonist, but X takes it to a fucking stratospheric level.
Not that it's a bad thing, though. Like, if anything, it feels like X is one of the more natural cases of it.
You can't help but feel sorry for Leasath.
Yeah, I suppose, because, yeah, like, they basically, like, they literally stayed at the beginning of the game. No, it's just us now, so, we're fucked.
And I'll never get over this, I'll never get enough of this Southern Cross formation.
Oh god, yeah, I just fucking realized it.
You've never noticed before?
Like, part of my brain did, but now that you pointed it out,
Yeah,
I can't unsee it.
No, once you see it, you can't.
Fenrir and Archelon Fortress have been completely destroyed.
But yeah, no, it was like,
You've done it.
when I
sir.
first thought it was like, oh, that's nice, they made like a kind of cross formation, and then I realized the way it's angled, oh god, it's the Crux formation, or the Crux, constellation. God, there's just so many little details like that that I keep noticing, and that's one of the things I absolutely love about this series.
Remake Ace Combat X.
Oh god, yeah, like just Golden Trilogy plus X, please, for the love of God, Project Aces, do it. But wait, what about Joint Assault?
No.